Guess what? Some fifth wheel toy hauler companies are going to absolutely love this video. And some are going to go, hey, why aren't I on that list? Huh? Welcome to HBRV Lifestyle. They call me the honey badger because I give it to you straight and transparent about the RV business. And today I'm doing my top 5 best. That's right, my top 5 best fifth wheel toy haulers for year model 2025. And as always, the list is fluid. The list is fluid, which means in this case, if they start really screwing up, they come off the list. Now, if this is the first time you have seen one of my videos, I have over 10 years experience at the RV dealership level. I've sold them, I've fixed them. Really, the only job at a dealership I haven't done is be the owner of the dealership. Now, let's start with number 5. My 5th best toy hauler on the market that's a fifth wheel is going to be anything built by Keystone. It was hard to pick one to be number 5. So I'm just gonna leave it across the board and say Keystone RV number 5. The problem is a lot of the fifth wheel toy haulers are built very similarly, extremely similarly, either across the industry, specifically across Keystone RV. The really difference is like the amenities, colors, design, style, all the superficial stuff that realistically doesn't matter when it comes to actual quality of carrying your toy. Let's remember, keep this in mind, you're putting a big, huge toy inside the back of that fifth wheel toy hauler. So those are the things I keep in mind with that, right? And by the way, side note, Riverstone by Forest River was on this list. I had to take them off because of the crap they're having with axles and brakes and stuff. Oh, God, it's terrible, especially for a toy hauler. Oh. Okay, number 4 on the list is Forest River Wolfpack. Now, Wolfpack is not the best, okay? Far from the best, but for the money, they have one of the better fifth wheel toy haulers on the market, okay? Now, I'm not typically the biggest fan of Cherokee, but in this case, they're built in the same factory as my 3rd best toy hauler that's a fifth wheel, and the 3rd best fifth wheel toy hauler, because I'm not going to get deep into it because I'm going to combine the two, is Rogue Armored. Now, let me go back a little bit. So Rogue Armored is aluminum framed, Wolfpack is hung wall, so it's wood framed, okay, when it comes to the sidewalls. Wolfpack has some really cheap, terrible looking cabinetry. Rogue Armored looks a little better and a little more upscale. Wolfpack, when you look at it, looks fragile and frail. When you go look at a Rogue Armored, it feels like and looks like a tank. I've had very good luck with Forest River Rogue Armored. The 351 G2, which is my favorite floor plan because it's got the bedroom slide. They have both the Wolfpack and the Rogue Armored have multiple floor plans that can fit the Can-Am X3 4-seater and the Razor Pro R. So a lot of benefits to both of them, right? Now, that brings me to number 2. Number 2 was the hardest one to decide on because I was either going to put number 2, both of these could have either been 6 or 2, which is very interesting, okay? When you actually like think about the concept of it, okay? But I decided to put ATC at number 2. Now, there's a reason why ATC is not at number 1. And the main reason why is they are severely overpriced for what the product you actually get. Severely overpriced. But it's a good quality toy hauler. It may not be a great quality RV, but it is a good quality toy hauler. And you know, it just stuck in my craw, like which one do I put at number 2, right? So ATC is my 2nd best, and that brings me to number 1. And if you're a fan of my channel, fan of my podcast, you already know who number 1 is, and that is anything built by Genesis Supreme RV. Now, does any of these companies build a perfect product that's never going to have problems? No. Like the eagle says when it goes da 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 da. No, they're all going to have their problems. Okay, nobody builds the perfect fifth wheel toy hauler, and I can guarantee you that there will be people in the comments that'll tell me, oh, I've had problems with ATC. Oh, I've had major problems with Keystone. Oh my God, I've had major problems with Genesis Supreme. Well, of course, okay, I would expect that. Okay, because none of them are perfect. They're all earthquakes on wheels, and you all are putting big, heavy toys in the back of these things, right? But at the end of the day, Genesis Supreme RV reigns supreme in the industry, in my professional opinion. Best floor plans. They always make sure that their floor plans fit the latest and greatest toy. And for the most part, guys, they take good care of their customers. So remember, until next time, RV stands for what? Toolkit and sense of humor. Have a good one.